kids. I mean, that goal line stand symbolizes who we are. Things look bleak. I didn't even see the play. I was closing my eyes praying. I had no idea what happened. It shows you what kind of coach I am, and I don't know what happened. I just looked up and our guys were cheering. But our kids fought to the end. You know, things look bleak there. You know, I thought Eric Harris's punts, you know, especially that last one was huge because with the wind, pinned him down on the three. We were able to get a stop, make them punt into the wind. Then we got a good return. You know, that definitely helped us. I thought Will, you know, for his first outing, did a lot of good things. Really proud of him. You know, we pride ourselves in taking care of the ball. Obviously, that turnover killed us. We weren't really efficient in the red zone. You know, got stopped on the 1 yard line, got a field goal block, and then we had that fumble. You know what I mean? And last year we were number 1 in the country in red zone, and so we got to make sure we improve on that. Still need to do a better job on third down defensively. But with all that said, we still won. So we just really proud of our football team. I mean, we got some great kids. I mean, I'm so fortunate to coach such great young men. You know, I say a lot of bad things to them, and they keep coming back to practice every day. You know, so I just, you know, love these kids. You know, just a great group of kids. I couldn't be more proud of them, our coaches. Just a great program. And also, you know, tip my hat to Coach Diaco. I mean, they were down. Their team didn't quit either. You have to give UConn credit. They came fighting back. We kind of you know, got a little cocky there for a little bit, which isn't us. We normally keep our head down and keep grinding to a 0-0, but we let our, you know, we let our foot off the pedal and they were able to get back. So credit to Coach Diaco and their team, but grateful to come out with the victory.
Questions?
Yeah, and Ken, after the offense kind of stagnated a little bit in that second half, you were able to mount that go-ahead drive there late. What was the difference there? Did anything change? Obviously, you had a short field to work with, too.
I think we were moving the ball. You know what I mean? Just like we'd get down there and, you know, we fumbled down there. We'd move the ball and got stopped at the 1. You know, we moved the ball down and missed the field goal. We just didn't finish. You know, and so fortunately, again, our guys found a way to dig down deep. You know, offensive coaches, I can't really say what they said, but they're encouraging them to suck it up at the end. You know what I mean? Guys are starting to cramp. You know, we don't care if you're cramping. You know, we can cramp after the game. But it was hot out there. And again, our kids found a way. I don't know, they just fought. You know, I don't know if it was a technique or a scheme. I don't think it had anything to do with that. And I don't even think, even on a goal line stand, our kids just refused to let them score. You know, I wasn't sure if they were going to throw the ball with 17 seconds with no timeouts. You know, I saw number 5, who's a really good player. He cut his splits down, so I thought maybe they'd try a fade to him. But like I said, I don't know what they did on last play because I was closing my eyes.
Coach, on the 2 decisions that really ended up proving huge, putting Eric Harris in the game, he had never punted in the game, so that's kind of a risk, and then putting Calvin Cass in to field the final punt. What led to those 2 decisions?
Well, you know, Alex has been our punter, and a lot of things that I do, I go off feel. You know, I mean, that's how I always operate. I just, none of it is calculated. I just go by my feelings, and it was something I felt I needed to do. You know, it was a hard thing to do because Alex was our returning punter and punted well last year. Just, I'm grateful I listened to those feelings. You know, just was able to make that change. And the last one, actually, Craig Scott started to cramp. And so, you know, we tried our best. I mean, they've been drinking Gatorade since last Sunday and, you know, just doing all they can to, because we knew it was going to be hot and we tried to get ready for the elements, but our guys started to cramp a little bit. Not too bad. I thought our trainers did a really good job on the strength staff to keep our guys hydrated for a really, really hot game.
Coach, talking about their second to last drive, I know you said you wanted to get them off the field on third down. Obviously, you did down by 3. Were you surprised on third down that they didn't do one of those short little crossing patterns like they've been doing all day? And second of all, you've got to be really proud of your defense that they were ready for the run.
Yeah, just really proud of them. You know, they've been killing us on the crosser, you know, and we were trying to get that fixed. It's easier said than done, you know what I mean? But we knew number 5 was, you know, doing a lot of things, but when he split to the field, you know, we were ready for him to come back crossing into the boundary. And they hurt us a ton on that. They would clear out with everybody and drag number 3 coming from the field. But fortunately, we were able to get a stop at them. That was a huge stop. We knew we had to stop them. We could not allow them to have a first down. The ball's in the 3. The wind was in their face. We had to punt the ball and, get them to punt into the wind. And fortunately, everything worked out.
Any other questions for Coach? You talk about Lovie Gilman, two fumble recoveries as a plea, playing well.
How do I put? When I was a position coach, I was always I was really leery of trying to like push a kid that maybe I recruited or is from your home state, because you want to act like you're unbiased. But when I become the head coach, I don't care where they're from. If I think he's the best player, get his butt in the game. And it was very, very evident in camp that this kid was special. I mean, he made plays and he did a lot of good things. But in practice, he's always ripping the ball. So what he did today wasn't a fluke. After every play, when he tries to finish the tackle, we try to thud up and fit up on the ball carrier, but he's always trying to rip it out. But this kid showed early in camp that he's a phenomenal football player. And we knew we had to get him on the field. Great football player, come from a great football program. We're grateful that he's here. It was between us and Air Force, and grateful he ended up in Annapolis.
Ken, late arrival, but did Will Worth in his first start, pretty impressive. I mean, obviously he's got a little to learn, but what did you think of him?
I thought he played really, really well. If anything, critique him, which we're going to do, we're going to critique him. We had a post route. I've been called a great one, coming here into the locker room, and Jameer was wide open, and he was a little bit late on the ball. If he gets that, it's 28-0. You know what I mean? So that's how fine line. I mean, if it's 28-0, we feel really good about our chances. He's a little late on that ball, but other than that, you got to tip your hat to that kid. He came, he, like Tomo, kept his mouth quiet, continued to work. He comes from a great family. In a school filled with leaders, this kid is a leader amongst leaders. I mean, he's a special, special young man.
Coach, I guess that being said, great victory, but you probably do have some things you really want to work on between now and Tulane, because some mistakes that were costly.
Now I'm going to Lido's after this, and eating and watching BYU play Utah. And I'm just going to enjoy this for a little bit. Gee, Wags, we need a little break to enjoy this.
Daniel, on the last goal line stand there, kind of what happened, and kind of take us through what went on there down there.
We're on the half-yard line. I knew we had to make a stop. Honestly, I was thinking 17 seconds, so we're going to at least have 2 plays to go. Called a rocket, a blitz with both inside linebackers. I just put my head down right to the A gap. Pretty sure Micah came through B gap and just stuffed it. And then the clock just ran out.
Was that Forrestal up there in front, or?
I'm sure Forrestal was in there.
Right, that's what we want to double check that. Now,
Dan, kind of what does it say about the team? You're up 21, then you're down, then you fight again. You stop in the last play of the game, just the fight in this team.
I think it shows the fight in this team altogether. But being up 21 and allowing them to go 21 straight is not acceptable. But we're going to look back at it, and we came out with a win. It's the good part of it. But we're definitely going to really focus on all the flaws that were in the game.
Eloy, I think they're going to call you the Ripper, because Coach said that you do that stuff in practice all the time. Is that just an instinct you have to try to snatch it out like that?
Oh yeah, I guess it's just something natural playing at the park. So.
Can you tell us what exactly happened there? I mean, you just see the ball and.
I read run, came down. I was outside and I didn't hear the whistle, so I went and played like I was at the park.
Darcy, you want to talk a little bit about, probably some things to clean up between now and Tulane. Stan mentioned you gave up 24 unanswered points there for a while.
Yes, sir. We did pretty good practicing this week, but we just got to be resilient and just get better week to week. Make sure we fix the things that we messed up on. So.
Both Wooten and Gilman led with 10 tackles each.
About your first career start and how things went, and then having to score at the end to get that lead back.
I think everything went well. It started off well in the first half. It was good just to get all the nerves out during the first half, but we definitely kind of let it get too close at the very end. But glad our defense could step up and make some plays, and we were able to get the W.
Calvin, that punt return there at the end, obviously a huge deal. What did you see there? How were you able to kind of break that loose?
Well, I've been returning. I returned last year for a little bit, and I was just thankful opportunity to get out there in a crucial situation. And honestly, I heard my mom screaming my name. She's not here right now. She's in the hospital. I heard my mom just screaming, go, go, go. So I just got the ball and I went and made the most out of what was given to me. So I was just thankful for the opportunity to be back there and made a play for my team.
It seemed like you were, not sure whether to call fair catch. I mean, it was a bit of a risk because there was a guy bearing down on you, but it ended up working out well, huh?
Yes, sir. I was actually told by Coach Judge before I went out there to secure the ball first and then return second.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking I need to make a play for my team. But it was too close. Something needed to happen. I was just thankful that God gave me the opportunity and that the leg speed to get out on the edge and get loose for a little bit.
Will, sorry if I addressed it, but that final drive, kind of take us through there, what happened and how were you able to get in the end zone?
I mean, the punt return was huge just to put us inside the 20, but we got outside with Dyson on one of the plays, and we didn't capitalize when we were down at the 1 earlier in the game, so I think the whole O-line, run backs, everybody, we were all just fired up and ready to get another shot at it.
Well, you guys are all kind of to that quick start. What adjustments did UConn make in the second half to kind of slow you guys down?
There weren't too many crazy adjustments. They were throwing a couple different defenses at us and stuff, but I think they got settled in going against the triple option, so the backers started getting out a little bit. But besides that, they didn't change too much up. We killed ourselves a couple times, but I think they settled in against the triple option and found ways to try and stop it.
How'd you feel you did on your reads and checks and all that business that's so important?
I felt pretty good with everything. There were a couple that I definitely would like back, but for the most part, felt good to get out there and see it all live.